Hello everybody, so here we are at the National Sailing Academy in Antigua. There's 16 little 580s down there on the end of the marina, and over there's the Caribbean 600 and a lot of mega yachts, okay? But this is the fun. We got all the gang here, so all the entrants and some of the managers and bits and pieces, so it's a chance for you all to just hear their story about moving into the mini globe race, and it's quite spooky and strange because we're about to start the race in a couple of days on Sunday. We'll talk about that in a minute, but you know, when looking back over the years, this all started in 2019, and at the time it was groundbreaking, and we thought, I wonder what people are going to think. And generally people thought, you've got to be nuts, 19-foot boats going around the world. But here we are, and this is also the end of 3 transatlantic races. So we've got quite a lot of boats that have proven themselves in the ocean, and the sailors, you can make your own opinion on that, on the skippers. I think they're all quite amazing individuals, very intrepid and adventurous, and certainly in my mind they're quite credible. They're all serious adventurers, and they've all got a huge story to tell, but you're going to get 1 or 2 minutes from each of them later on. So where did it all go to? Basically now, the 580 has something like 265 potential builders around the world in 37 countries, and we've got now nearly 90 active builders. And we're thinking that it'll be somewhere around 45 to 50 boats that will be sailing by pretty much late this year, you know, coming into the summer season, end of the year. So that's pretty impressive, and a lot of talk now about what's going on, because many of the people have been watching. Now they're watching the videos and they're watching the photos, they're listening to the entrants, what they're talking about. And Eric over there, if you get to watch the live when he came in last night, and he said some amazing things. I thought he'd get off the boat and put a match to it after 25 days of pretty much heavy windward work. But anyway, it's all going really well. Then here we are with the actual course, all right? Now you've probably seen this map, I don't know whether you can see it on the screen there, but it actually is going to be a very interesting challenge, but generally it's trade wind all the way around the world except for the Southern Ocean. So we're in Antigua. First leg is across to Panama, okay, and then that'll probably take them 10 to 11 days or something. Then at that point it's not through the canal, but we're actually going to truck them or trail them across to the Pacific side. We'll go into jeepers, name of the marina? No, Flamenco's on the other side. Shelter Bay, that's it, I got too many things in my head. Anyway, so we're going into Shelter Bay Marina, then we'll get them on out of the travel lift and cross the other side. It'll be hopefully Flamenco from there, and then it's an epic, and we don't know, it's hard to predict, it's impossible. It could take anywhere from 40 to 60 days to get across to the Marquesas, not because they're little boats, it's just that's the nature of the weather. It's a real endurance one, that one. So once into the Marquesas, Papeete, they're pit stops. Boats are only staying for a number of days, and then they keep going. There's no mass restart. And through Tonga, same thing, and then to Fiji. It's Vuda Marina in Fiji. Now that's the end of leg 2. That's where the fleet collects together and there's a mass restart, okay? And I've got to say, Vuda's like our second home, and Fiji is fantastic. Same with Tonga, and it's going to be a hell of a party there, I can assure you. So anyway, after Vuda, it's a long leg from Vuda all the way to Cape Town. So that's leg 3. And the potential pit stops, there'll be something over the top of Australia. Could be a choice of, you know, they could clear into Thursday Island or Darwin, or even over here in Indonesia. It's basically up to the skippers. They get a certain amount of time. Then it's a compulsory stop in Cocos Keeling, which is sort of a protectorate of Australia, and it's paradise, okay? But we've compelled them to stay for at least 6 days there. Then from Cocos down to Mauritius and Port Louis, and after that we give the entrants 10 days of stopovers wherever they want to work the weather, because the weather is particularly challenging here because they're going deep into, well, not deep, but they're certainly going into the Southern Ocean. We've got the Agulhas Current there. It's really quite challenging, to say the least. Cape Town is the end of the 3rd leg. It'll be an extended Christmas there, and we think the restart will be somewhere around January the 5th, and then it's leg 4 through the South Atlantic, potential pit stop in St Helena to Recife. And Recife, we're regrouping there again for the last final short leg back here to Antigua. And I know as much as everyone's excited to get going, I'm sure they'll be excited when they get back. And the reception here, I mean, we just love the National Sailing Academy here. They've got a big development program going on, or what I should say, a nice development program going on. and a lot of things happening with the kids and so on. So that will be the end of the first mini globe race. Now the most common question I get asked is how many boats are going to finish the race, right? And I have no idea. It's too hard to say, but certainly one of the amazing things that's going on is we're all one big family, and that helps everyone to be focused and carry on, because these sorts of events are all mind games, and when that happens, there's always reasons not to continue, but I think everyone's going to be working together and getting around. So I'm hopeful that it'll be quite a sizable getter there. I mean, it's big enough starting this event. It is a world first event. No one's ever tried it before. There's a lot of people out there that sort of, when you say what's going on, they just laugh, and then you start to explain to them, and certainly anyone that's seen a 580, when you stand alongside it, it can potentially change their mind and attitude about what they are. They're not the normal average 19-foot, 5.8 metre plywood box, okay? They're pretty hot ocean-going vessels that were designed by Janusz Mederski in Poland with the sole purpose of sailing solo around the world. So that should say something straight away. Anyway, enough of that. Moving right along, I just want to explain the start. What's happening here, especially if you're local watching this, and the sailors over the other side. It's unique. I don't think they've ever started a ocean race inside Falmouth Harbour. This is Falmouth Harbour. This is where you go out to the ocean here. English Harbour, that a lot of people know, is way over the other side, over here. So this is Falmouth Harbour. The National Sailing Academy, little marina is right up the top. Then this is the Falmouth Marina, where all the mega yachts are, and the Caribbean 600. This is the harbour. And wacko, here's our start line right at the exit to the harbour. So the manoeuvring area is in here. This is Pigeon Beach, which it's the most popular swimming beach in the harbour. You can be on Pigeon Beach. You're only a few hundred metres from the actual start line. So that's the action there. We'll be out doing a live and everything as well. Jane will be doing that. Rob will be filming for the doco and bits and pieces. So there'll be a lot going on. And we hope you follow the start. It'll be quite exciting. Then I just want to point out a couple of things, some interesting connections here. You probably know we run the Golden Globe race and the Ocean Globe race, and now the Mini Globe race. It's a three crazy events, call them what you like. I think they're fantastic and very real, very human, genuine type around the world races. So the boats we're running in the Golden Globe race are 32 to 36 foot boats, heavy displacement boats, full keel, all that sort of stuff, and you can follow that online. It's pretty cool. With the Ocean Globe race, and the winner, of course, was Kirsten. Quite a hero. The previous edition, it was Jean-Luc Van der Heide in France. Okay, away we go. The next event, the Ocean Globe race. Now, this is the 50th anniversary edition of the Whitbread race, which was the first fully crewed race around the world. Okay, sailed in 2023. Huge success. It was a lot of fun for all the crews. It was won by Maiden, which was the only all-girl crew, and you probably know that story, but there's a fascinating connection here that within the crew of Maiden, there was a young lady called Janella, and this is her here with the Antiguan flag. I don't know whether you're going to get that, probably not. But anyway, here's the deal. She turns up once we're having the first press conference, and Janella, and she looked a bit Caribbean sort of deal, and as soon as we spoke, I said, hang on, she's from Antigua, and I said, oh, we were the National Sailing Academy. She started sailing here when she was 10 years old, right, in tiny little boats. Progressed through their whole training thing, because the Academy actually provides everything for free for schools. So you have little tiny school kids come in, they do the courses and so on, and now, I won't divulge her age, but she's obviously older than 10. She's a crack ocean racer. She sailed around the world the whole way. They won the Ocean Globe race. She's now sailing on one of the big boats over here for the Caribbean 600. And it's an interesting comment about what happens from the Academy here, inspiring young kids. So I just wanted to bring that up. Okay, where do we go from here? I think we go, for following the race, it's very simple. All our 3 event websites are based on boxes, okay? So as soon as you hit the opening homepage, you'll see all these different boxes, and they'll give you the different activities, how you can follow the race. So when we're doing tracker updates, you've probably seen them. If not, we pull up the YB tracker, and give you the weather and tell you the dramas or the fun factors and things like that. Hit that. Latest news is press releases. Hit the live tracker, you'll go straight to the tracker yourself, and the actual tracker is so much better than the app. The app is convenient, and you hit it and you'll get their positions and bits and pieces. But if you want to have a play and get all the weather and the currents and the clouds and the temperature, all this sort of stuff, there's a lot of features there that make it very interactive and intriguing. But you only get that on a PC or like on your computer. We got boat tours for the entrance, so you can meet the entrance. We got video tours, you can get there. We got satellite calls coming. Graham Cox in Australia is taking all the calls, and they're all indexed up there. You've got Graham writes anything like about anywhere between 4,000 and 6,000 word weekly report. Seriously, and if you want to know all the details, it's on that report. I find it fascinating. So, and they're all indexed well, and also we've got our other mate in the UK. I mean, in America, Brian Hancock. Yes, dementia, I'm going slowly. Brian Hancock does occasional ones as well. So if you're watching, Brian, thanks, mate. Okay, and there's a timeline of events, there's tweets and so on. So that's where you get it from. Anyway, so there are lots of ways to follow. We're on Instagram as well, and this will be going out simultaneously on YouTube, so pretty cool. All right, now we're going to get into the boring bit. We're going to talk to people. Not really, joke, Aussie joke. We got 5 Aussies in the race, so stand by. Anyway, we're going to introduce you firstly in the order that they finished in the Transat. Okay, so Renaud will be first. He won the race. He was in the seniors division, so he won the seniors division as well. And Niels isn't here at the moment. I think he's working on one of the other entrance boats, but he was the only guy that did the Transat. So you're going to have 15 mini globe race entrants, and I'm just going to let them go. So where's Renaud? Come on, go. Come on, keep it fast. Boom, boom. Rightio. Mike, hang on. We've got to share it. So hold it and pass it on and speak up.
Yeah. Hello. So I'm Renaud Stittelman. As Don said, I won the Transat. Now it's another story who is starting. I don't know this story. It's a major adventure. I know where are all the places we will stop, but how to go there? It's a lot of study, of wind, of currents, of long journey. I've never been alone on a boat for a so long journey up to Marquises. Don't talk about 60 days, it's 2 months. We will see how it goes, and I'm really happy to be at this start. This was my goal, so now we will see how it goes. Thank you.
Next. Here we go.
Thank you, Renaud. Hopefully this isn't the... I'm not always going to be following Renaud. He's a great competitor, and he led us here. This next leg is quite short. It's going to be quite a sprint, a chance to get across the Caribbean. I think the difficult part is going to be the density of shipping at this point, as we're all converging on the Panama Canal. So that's something just for us all as competitors to sort of be attuned to. And it just makes it a little bit more worrisome at night when you're stuck in big shipping lanes or close to them. So although it's only going to be about 10 days or so, we're going to be, I think, on the psychological side, it's going to be quite taxing for us at that point. And then, if you look at a globe and you turn it, you look at the Atlantic, it's a relatively short crossing, we start looking at the Pacific, the next leg, and when you look at the globe from the perspective there, all you see is blue. And so that's where we're going next. 60 days, 40 days to the Marquesas. The plus side is we're going to visit some really exotic and memorable places, and that's a real benefit to this race. I love the Vendée Globe, but frankly, a tour around Antarctica without stopping, it pales in comparison to what we're about to do in terms of the fun and the opportunities to meet great people. And we've met so many wonderful people here in Antigua, so welcoming. We've had our 3 weeks here. What a lovely place to be. So, if you're following me, I'm very grateful. Kerry Harris, I'm very grateful to my sponsors, Harken and Rooster. I haven't had any problems with any of my clothing, cordage, deck gear. It's all now just about getting that other parts, my tiller pilot sorted out, some of my communications, which have been a bit ropey at times, but I'm really looking forward to the challenge. Thank you for following us.
Fantastic. Next, who's finishing? Yeah, there we go.
Hello, my name is Dan Turk. I'm the sole competitor from Canada, and I followed along behind my good friend Niels, who was not doing the MGR. But I'm super stoked to be here. This seems like such a long time in coming. Started building my boat in 2021 right behind Trekka, and like just to get to the start line is just an incredible feeling and an incredible feat. So looking forward to all the things, just as Kerry mentioned, epic adventure, visiting so many great destinations and meeting so many great people, and to be able to do that with all my fellow competitors is going to be super great. I do want to thank all my family and my friends and my sponsors to get me here, because it's a pretty big deal for me, and I really feel I appreciate everything that everybody's done for me, and I hope that I could do everybody good and end up with a good result. Be safe. As I mentioned to all my colleagues, sail fast, but not too fast.
Go.
Hi, my name is Pilar Pasanao. I'm from Barcelona, Spain. The name of my boat is Peter Pan. Is this angel, war angel, who always sail with me. Sorry. I am grateful to be here. For me, it's not only one race; it's an inner adventure. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. See you. Follow me, please. Send me blessings and energy and light, how you prefer. Thank you.
John. Boom.
Hello. My name's John Blenkinsop from Australia, hole number 100. It's been a challenge to get here in itself, across the Atlantic, not only with some crazy entrants, but also with my father. So having the opportunity, I think, is a big thing, to get here and take part with such a cool crew that we've got amongst us. I feel like we've made some friends, and friends for life, and I hope we all get to the other side. I hope we all, make it, don't do any damage, just take your time. And in my eyes, it doesn't really matter about position. I just want to finish with my father. And having this opportunity to get here, it was a big step in my life, It probably took like 3 years to get here, and it's still going. So we've probably got another couple of years ahead of us. And we'll come back to Antigua and hopefully have a couple of beers and a barbecue and celebrate with all the Aussies and all the other entrants across the world. So, yeah. Thank you.
Cool.
Hi everyone, I'm Dan Turner. I'm also an Australian. I got hole number 5. I was one of the first to buy the plans, and it took me almost to get here to actually build the thing. So almost 4 years of building, and a couple of months or 3 months to get it over to Spain, and then obviously Portugal to start the transit and the race. So it's been hectic for 5 years, and I feel like I know everyone here already because a lot of us have been talking for so many years. The boat is called Immortal Game. It's based on a chess game from the 1800s where a guy essentially sacrificed all of his major pieces to win the game at the end of the day. For me, this has been a major sacrifice for me, myself and the family to get here. But at the end of the day, it's not about winning the race, but it's about achieving the overall dream of sailing around the world. And this race for me, like what excites me, it hasn't been done before, and people telling me that it can't be done. That makes me even more excited. So keep them coming. I'm going to keep pushing forward. Keep following me if you can. Dan Turner Adventure, Dan Turner on Facebook or Instagram, all those sorts of things. And I hope you have a good race, and best of luck, and safe wishes to everyone here. Cheers.
Hello, my name is Christian Sauer from Germany, and I'm really happy to be here. I fell in love with the idea of the Mini Globe race right from the start when I read about it, and for me it was a dream for all my life to sail around the world, and I'm really happy to do it. It's a lifetime opportunity to do this and to have such great people around me. I'm really looking forward to this long journey. I haven't done anything like it before. So it's the adventure of my life, and I really enjoy everything that we did so far, and I wish all my fellow friends and competitors all the best, and I know that statistics might be against us, but I hope that we will all arrive safely again second time in Antigua. So farewell to everyone else.
Hi, morning. I'm Adam. I'm hull 170, Little Wren, and I built Little Wren from home in Northumberland. Called Little Wren because there was a little wren in my workshop every day that I was building, so she sort of named herself. I hadn't done any really long passages, and as prepared as I thought I was to sail across the Atlantic, it was quite an eye-opener, and I think I've definitely come on a lot for the experience of the 25 days we had there. I'm taking the Mini Globe race. The concept of it is probably a bit too big for me, so I'm very happy with the idea of sailing to Panama. And then when I get to Panama, Don will tell me where I need to go next. So one leg at a time. And yeah, there's been a lot of talk about friendship and family. I think I've got 3 words to say about that, and it's sabotage, sabotage, sabotage. I need all the help I can get, so you've got to watch your hulls tomorrow morning. There might be some holes in them. I'm really doing this for me and also for my chosen charity, which is the Ella Dawson Foundation. If anybody cared to go onto their website, I've got a personal interest in them, having met the family who set up the charity, and they provide great support for people in their late teens to late 20s who are suffering from cancer, both to the sufferers and to their family. So really happy to be supporting them. And over the Atlantic, when I was having low times, keeping going was as much to do with keeping going for them as it was for me and for all my supporters and family. So looking forward to the next leg. Bring it on.
Hello everyone, my name is Jakub Ziemkiewicz and I represent Ireland and Poland in this race. My ship BB of Cork, she's named after my daughter. She's the second year student of marine biology, and that I presume is just under the influence of my project. Also, I like to do the big thanks to my son who helped me during the building my boat and helped me mentally and kept me active, doing lots of other sport activities. I'm not a natural racer. For me, sailing is like I'm kind of a dreaming boy, and racing was always like be connected with the ocean and with the water. What I like about this race, which is like totally unique, is because is this kind of a level of the sustainability. We all build our boats, so we know our boats like from every inch of it. So that gives us a little bit confidence. Plus, we are always trying to be self-sustained. So we have our own power generation things. We are not relying on shore power, but that's for me. However, under the influence of my fellas in here, which we are created such a good family, and the vibes are just enormous. So I think I'm gonna push on my sail a little bit more this time. So I'm not listening Dan anymore, saying me not to be too fast. So I'm hoping to get a little bit better position this time. But even if I come last, well, unless I'm fully healthy and my boat is fully healthy, I'll be more than happy. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Mike. I seem to have got a nickname of Popeye at the moment. So about 3 months before the start, I was looking for inner strength and how I was going to get inner strength. So I've had an interest in Popeye ever since I was 5 years old, probably. And so I decided to get the Popeye tattoo as a reminder for my inner strength. And I don't eat very well, so I needed another reminder to eat my spinach. But anyway, so I'm very lucky. I've got John, my son, who's hull 100. I'm hull 99, so he's been pushing me. But on the transatlantic, I just wanted to play safe. I didn't want to push myself. I had my 70th birthday, and yeah, so I just took it easy. So I had a very safe crossing. I stood up a little high. I was watching all the guys go through squalls. I had very few squalls, but I still did the journey in 28 days. So I think from a history point of view, that was still a good timing. But so I now know what I have to do to keep up with these guys, because I was obviously a little bit at the back. But I've learnt a lot. a tremendous amount. So everybody is sharing their experiences, how they're going faster, how they're looking after themselves. Absolutely brilliant. So I have a lot of confidence going into the Panama right now. So I'm not scared, I have a lot of confidence. And I'm getting inner strength from all of the people around me. So thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Harrison. I'm on boat number 2, hull number 88. Yeah, I loved the Atlantic. It was brilliant. Just steady away, just enjoying it, not really pushing anything because I'm sort of learning about my boat, learning about what my capabilities are as well. And I'm just like super excited for like the next bit, a bit like Adam, take one thing at a time. Like the next step for me is actually just getting off this dock without running aground, then cross the start line without like hitting another boat, and then it's okay, now we've got to get to Panama. People always ask me like, oh, how are you feeling about the MGR? I'm like, I can't think about that yet. Like that's future Jasmine's problem, just like one tiny thing at a time. So I'm super excited for Panama, and then after that it's like, yeah, I cannot wait to just be like really far away from land. But yeah, it's an incredible thing to like do, and I'm just super like happy to even be here. Like it's a solo race, but there is no way that it's solo. Like I couldn't have got here without so much help from so many just strangers, to be honest, even supporters over social media and actually like our family here. Like yeah, I'm so excited to leave and get out to sea, but then I cannot wait to like get back in and see everybody, give everybody a big hug, and get so drunk that they have to like throw me in my boat at the end of the night. So yeah, it's just I'm loving it already so far, and yeah, just big thank you to everybody here, everybody on social media, and particularly my sponsors. Yeah, I couldn't have done it without them. Still looking for sponsors, and I'm super stoked that I've now got a new sail, a sail that I think everybody else had but me, just because I couldn't afford it to start with. I've now bought one, I'm going to pick up in Panama, and I'm stoked that I'm flying the Yorkshire flag. Like, that's my sail, and yeah, so hopefully I won't be as far behind. I still expect to be at the back, which is fine, but hopefully just not so far behind, but like a week as I was on the Atlantic. But yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ertan Beşkardeş. I am the current custodian of the hull number 1, Don McIntyre's boat. I have been involved with Don and Jane's events for over 8 years now. Anybody thinking about it, I thoroughly recommend it. It's great fun. I'm sure it will enlighten your life a bit more. And I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to know all these wonderful people I've met since I've arrived here. And I look forward to every single day that is coming up for the next 12, 13 months for all of us. So I wish everybody the very best. Yeah, Gary.
Oh, thank you. Hello, my name's Gary Swindale from Sydney, Australia. I'm one of the Australian contingent. The whole thing for me started out when I saw an ad on Facebook about the Mini Globe race and the boats. And I showed my wife and she said, oh, you've always talked about this, buy the plans. And I said, okay, great. So I bought the plans, built the boat over a period of years, put the boat in a container, shipped it to Antigua. And then my wife started to get a bit upset. And I said, what's wrong? And she said, I didn't think you'd ever do it. So she left it a bit late to tell me that. But no, it's a life dream. Yeah, something I've thought about for many years. Sorry, I get a bit emotional. I'm a late starter here, so I haven't actually done my qualifiers yet, which I'll leave tomorrow to do. And I'll probably leave here a week after the rest of the crew, but I'll catch up with them in Panama. Everyone's accepted me. It's been fantastic. And yeah, if you're thinking about it, just do it. Buy the plans, build the boat, and have a great time.
Hello everybody, my name is Josh Cayley and I'm the American entrant on my boat SV Skookum, and I built Skookum up in Seattle, Washington before trailering it 4,000 miles across the U.S. and sailing it not in the Transat, but in my own personal qualifier from the east coast of the U.S. down and around Barbuda and into Antigua. And after everything that it has took to get here, it still feels a bit surreal. I am still kind of coming to grips with the fact that I am actually here and it's actually going to happen. So just trying to get my head around that a little bit. But as far as the MGR is concerned, it's just like climbing a big mountain. If you stand at the bottom and look at the top, it's easy to get overwhelmed and tell yourself, oh, I'll never make it. But if you just say, if I just get to that rock, and then you get there and you say, okay, I get to that next outcrop there, and you get there, and then the next thing you know, step after step, you've made it, and here you are. So for me, the MGR, like, I want to sail fast, obviously. I don't necessarily care about how I finish as long as I sail the boat as fast as I possibly can. But I think it's almost, sailing fast is important, but it's almost as important who can keep themselves sane and keep the boat going, you know, for such a long time. So I think everybody here is capable, and I really hope to see everybody on the other side as well. So I appreciate the opportunity, Don and Jane and Antigua, for hosting us. And so yeah, I'm excited to get started. I did 20 days upwind from the East Coast to here, and so now I kind of feel like I have to learn how to sail the boat all over again because I didn't do a piece of downwind. So this first leg will be a bit of an initiation for me once again. So I appreciate everybody and the opportunity and the warm welcome that I've received. So thank you very much. Eric, the man.
Hello everybody, Eric Marsh the name. I'm another Aussie, hull 79, Sunbear, boat Sunbear. I didn't actually build the boat, it was built by an American guy, Michael Moyer. I'm really looking forward to enjoying some downwind sailing after 25 days of uphill sailing. I only arrived late last night, so yeah, pretty jaded today. But great bunch of people here. Yeah, you're all an amazing lot of characters, and yeah, congratulations on your transit effort and your qualifiers. You've all done really well. It's a huge journey. Myself personally, I'm just looking forward to reliving the late John Guswell's passage around the world 50, 60 years ago, and living the dream really. And it's an amazing adventure, amazing story. And like Don says, people say it can't be done in these little boats, but they really are an incredible boat, the 580. So it can be done, and I hope we all get safely around the world. And back here we meet again, and yeah, have a beer or a soft drink together, whatever. It'll be something to look forward to. So yeah, that's about the story, and looking forward to the next step, one step at a time, because I think that's how it'll pan out. It's a long way, so that's how I'm looking at it. Just one leg at a time, and hopefully we get there. So thank you and good luck.
Before we get into the next level, I just want to go, Niels, you better come here. We better say goodbye to Niels. He's not coming with us, but he's part of the bigger family. Well done. He's been working. He's selling his boat. His boat's for sale. How much? Yeah. Don't say. Anyway, good price. Yeah. But he's been working with everyone else. He's part of the family. So, and he'll keep doing that. And I think you better bring your boat out to the start, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give him a hard time.
Yeah.
Okay, you've got.
I'm going to block the starting line, no worries.
Yeah, okay.
But I also want to make sure that everybody leaves, so get out of here.
Exactly. All right, well, that's it. That's all I want to say. Bugger off. Mark, where's Captain Coconut? Captain Bloody Coconut. This is our pace setter. Now, Mark's got a real bit of an inferiority complex, imposter syndrome. He didn't quite finish the last GGR, and now he's going to go around again. So Mark's going to go around in Coconut, and we're looking forward to it. He's a silly bugger, another Aussie, and we're happy to have you here. Thank you for trying to teach this group how to navigate. They have to do that. Are you excited?
Yeah, look, we seem to be addicted to Don's events with 2 Golden Globe races, which we finished one in 332 days with one stop. So we're used to being at the back of the pack, and then we participated in the Ocean Globe race in Explorer and also came in at the back of the pack. Once again, I'm at the back of the pack and with my partner Jill down there, and we're really enjoying following you guys and supporting you in any way we can in Coconut.
Yeah.
So all the best. We admire you, and we've got our comfy cruising boat over there. Also number 88, but Jasmine's the real 88 because she's in the race.
Yeah.
And here's Jill.
Yeah, Jill's here too. I just thought I'd bring Jill up. Jill's a circumnavigator as well. On the OGR, bit of a classic. So,
I am. I went from pretty much mid-sailing to going around the world on the OGR with this guy as the skipper. Ended up as a watch leader on our boat on the OGR. Loved it so much. As someone said, it's pretty cold that way around the world.
Yeah.
So I thought we'd do a race where we didn't actually have to race because we're not that good at racing, but we get to go around the nice sunny bit of the world and get to stop and visit places. So here we are.
Right, so here's the game. First of all, we are genuinely happy to have you going around, Mark. It's going to be quite fun, bit of a giggle. But if you're making comments, here's the question. Will Coconut beat the 580s or will the 580s beat Coconut? Okay, so you can pass your comments and take a bet. Thanks, Mark.
Well,
we're going to have some fun, eh?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. All very good. Thanks, mate. Okay, so I think one final one. Boom, boom. Okay, oops. We officially launched the Globe Yacht Club. If you watch the big welcome party we had the other night, the Globe Yacht Club is officially open, and there's a website, globeyachtclub.com. You can read a bit about it. There'll be a lot of other things written up there as things go by. But anyway, the divers have just started their compressor. So this is the racing burgee, the pennant rather. This is the racing pennant for the Mini Globe race. Got an orange square, so you'll see all the boats doing that. The scenario here, this is the St. George Cross, which is pretty interesting mark for yacht clubs. That's our Globe insignia, and then there's of course a sextant on the bottom. So that's what the Globe Yacht Club is about, and it's all good. Now we're all sailing for Citran too, which I should say. So you're going to see a few bears in different places. This is an original GGR Citran bear that Ayrton had, I think. Yeah, this is Ayrton's. And this is the mini bear. So this is the real deal. That's the Citran GGR bear. And all of a sudden a lot of little bears turned up, you know. So each of we won't go there. Each of the bears are the onboard race director. Okay, so each of the skippers have got a little mini bear, and part of the deal, when they stop for a pit stop, they arrive at a certain day. The clock starts ticking on their number of days for stopovers, and when they leave, they have to declare when they've left, because they could leave 3 days later or 10 days later. And it's very important. So basically, they have to photograph their GPS chart plotter to confirm they've stopped and take off. We monitor the trackers, and they have to photograph it with their Citran bear, because that's their onboard race director. So Citran is all about motor neuron disease, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and also dementia. A very interesting subject as we all get older, you know, and it's based in Sheffield Institute in the UK. So it's all about passing on knowledge. If you want to know about Citran, they've got a great website. I'll tell you all about it. So we're happy to have Citran on this as well. So that's the race director for the Mini Globe race. Okay, I think we're just one final word about the National Sailing Academy. We're really happy here. This is our home, you might say, for all our past 3 Transat races. The development that they've got going here is all based on the fact that the funds to run the academy are coming from sponsors, benefactors, all sorts of things. So when they've finished the development, it'll become a little bit more commercial, but that'll hopefully generate a profit, and that's where the funding comes from. So by the time we get back in another year or so, some of this may have changed, but it's a fantastic place, perfect for us. Got a mini marina for all the mini boats, and that's it. I think we're done. So good luck, everybody. We'll be having some fun between now and then. We've got a big party tomorrow night, Friday night here. We'll probably do a little bit of a live again, and it's a Q&A, because I know some of the guys over there might come over, and if you want to know anything about what's going on, we'll all be here. Very laid back,